G'day guys, John here, Chief Instructor with FPV Australia. Welcome back to the madhouse. It's pouring rain here today, you might be able to hear it. There's been a lot of noise in the industry of late, this last week or so. My phones have gone crazy and my emails overloaded and a million Facebook messages, all because DJI released this thing. It's a pretty crazy bit of kit. It's freaking awesome, actually. Don't crash it though. Anyway, another story. But I'm getting lots of questions and emails and calls and whatever else saying, can we use this thing? Can we stick the goggles in our head and go nuts? You know, we can buy it, so it must be legal, right? Not quite. You can buy a trail bike too, but it doesn't mean you can ride it down George Street on a Sunday afternoon. So, the drone itself and the goggles themselves are not illegal to purchase. You can buy them. They're not illegal. In fact, there are ways to use them legally, and I'd like to go through that with you now. There is two sides of this fence. The certified operator, the guy or the girl that's got REPL and REOC and doing all their thing, and then there's the recreational pilot over here that just wants to go and have a hoot of fun with it. So let's break all that down, but I'll start with the certified operator first. So if you want to fly this drone under your REOC, and the certified operators will know what I'm talking about when I say under your REOC, with the goggles on, you need to get EV loss, I'll put it here for you, EV loss approvals on your REOC. That is procedures that get approved by the regulator, and there's some training requirements for your staff and other bibs and bobs and other things to meet and whatever. I won't go into all the detail of that. That'll allow you to fly this thing under goggles, right? So that's that done. There's no way around that for your commercial operators. As a little side note for commercial operators, the sub 2 kilo guys can't pull the goggles on and go fly it at all if it's for a commercial job. Excluded operators can't do it. There is no regulation that allows it. Okay, so that's that done. This side of the fence, we've got the recreational pilot guy. He just wants to go on, or she wants to go on, I keep saying guy, could be a girl, to go and fly these drones for fun in the park. There is only one way that can happen currently. I've done a lot of ringing around and emailing and phone calls this last week to make sure I'm getting the correct information. I have been told that the only way to fly that drone legally with the goggles on your head is either indoors. So there is a regulation bit that says if you are flying a model aircraft indoors, you are exempt from certain things. One of them being the line of sight rule. So that gives you actually an avenue to be able to fly this thing indoors with your goggles on and go nuts, drone racing, all that sort of stuff. Good, perfect. If you want to do it outside though, there's only one way through. You must be a member of the MAAA. If you haven't heard who the MAAA is, I'll put a link down here on the screen. The MAAA is the Model Association of Australia for model aircraft. They've got procedures approved in place that allow FPV operations. Now, if you jump on their website, have a look at their MOPs, and you'll see there's one there for FPV. And there's a couple of different parts to it. There's an above 2 category, a 2 kilo category, and a below 2 kilo category. In this case, it'll be below 2 kilo because it weighs less than 2 kilo. Their procedures allow you to do FPV. There's a spotter required. You've both got to be members of MAAA and some other bibs and bobs. Now, my recommendation to you is if you really want to fly this drone for fun under goggles, contact the MAAA and become an MAAA member. It's a great organisation for people who fly for fun. They're awesome. They're all over the country. You get insurances. There's a whole range of benefits. Contact them and find out exactly what's required of you to pull these goggles over your head and go flying. The bottom line here is if you rock into JB Hi-Fi or wherever you buy it from and get one today, go outside your own backyard, your mate's backyard or the oval up the road, pull the goggles over your head and go nuts, you're in breach of the law. Now, yeah, there's a lot of guys online going, bloody drone rules. You know what? I'm not here to tell you what's right or wrong. I'm only giving you what is fact currently right now. And right now, there's no way you can do that legally. It's the same as jumping on your motorbike and a trail bike that's unregistered and riding down George Street. It's an illegal act. You can't do it. Join the MAAA. There is a pathway forward that you can do it. How cool is that? It's a cool bit of kit, this drone. So quick recap. REOC holders, REPL pilots operating under a REOC, you can do it. You've got to get EV loss procedures approved on your REOC. Sub 2 kilo operator running commercial operations in the excluded category, no love for you. You can't fly this thing at all under goggles. Recreational pilots can do it. go look at the MAAA, get involved with the MAAA, and there's a pathway for you. You can fly this drone on a screen, just like a Mavic or a Phantom, you know, put it up there, brrr, there's my drone, brrr, buzzing around there, yeah, look, I got the shot. That's fine. Just can't pull the goggles over your head and lose that line of sight ability. That's where the problem lies. Look, I hope this video has been informative for you. Remember, hit the subscribe button, the thumbs up button, all that sort of stuff. If you want any further information, or I didn't answer a question that might be that's come up for you, send us an email, john@fpvaustralia.com.au will find me, or training@fpvaustralia.com.au is a generic box. There's that 1300 number that you can get me on as well. Give us a call and ask, fire us an email and ask. Incidentally, someone asked before about indoors. What is indoors? There's regulation that states indoors is where a building where one or more of the walls hasn't been removed. So it's enclosed space essentially. So that's indoors, and FPV is allowed indoors. When you go and read the regulations, it removes the need for line of sight, which then says you can fly FPV indoors. Anyway, hope you've had some information that'll help you in this video. As I always say, if you are flying a drone today, tomorrow, next week, or next month, please, safely and responsibly, enjoy.